How good can a ham sandwich really be? Ham's too salty, I feel like, to be like I like ham, okay? I do. I'm not trying to say I don't like it. But I feel like a really good ham sandwich, I don't know. It's the meat itself is too salty. I feel like it doesn't lend itself well to the sort of like it's not like a fatty meat really. Sometimes you need it to be like a fatty meat so you can pair it with other sauces to really make it shine, at least in my opinion. Bacon, ham, or turkey? Definitely turkey for me. Definitely turkey. I like turkey. It's a nice lean meat. It tastes... Turkey is the, like, beef, as whole wheat bread is the, like, white bread. Does that make sense? Like, it feels like you're doing a good thing by eating turkey. And it, like, feels good to eat because of that. Also, like, it just feels like a good lean meat, but not too salty like ham. Maybe that doesn't make any sense. Sourdough is the best bread. I miss it. I miss it greatly. I wish that I could eat sourdough because it is very good. Yeah, sourdough is the best bread. It's not even close. I don't really listen to anybody who tries to act everly. They're just crazy. I'm talking crazy. I wouldn't say GD affected my real life too much because, like, this is my job for now. I guess when this is no longer my job, it will... But, like... The thing about GD determination is life doesn't require that usually. Maybe in some cases, but the truth of the matter is this is what you do. Well, this is what a lot of people, like, for example, for me, the ADHD is just more interesting than a lot of normal other stuff. It's not really comparable in the same way. Blood Echo. The title has to be a troll. No, it's real. I got like 38 to like here. I remember I died like, I think it was to that click right there. I pitch shifted yesterday. Energy's popular right now. I have to turn up the volume a little bit, so I'll turn it down. Turn down the desktop audio. Because my headphones are doing the thing again. I'm on the Wooting ADHD. Very nice input device. I mean, no disrespect to Amplitron. Amplitron is one of my favorite creators, okay? Snowblind or whatever seems like it would make me more mad than any other level on the list. It is like the exact same. It's like if Shimmer never ended for like 5 minutes. Instead of being like 2 burst waves, it's like, I don't know, 30 burst waves you have to do to beat the level. That would drive me insane.
Cool level though. But wow. Would not play that personally. It's just not my skill set. Do those look satisfying to do? I'm just not a big fan of wave, I think. Like, I don't really get... Doing a hard wave doesn't make you satisfied, it just makes you go like, oh, well, thank God I didn't die to that thing. Now let's play the real level. This wave's a good example of that. This is pretty satisfying to do. I'm not gonna lie. Although, I don't really like the last bit of it. Oh, the big one, not the normal one. Did it beat Damos? No. I'll go back to it after this, I think. Got up for school. Damn, I get like PTSD thinking about waking up for school, man. Because I didn't. I basically found out how to operate without being awake. I don't know how to describe it. No demos because, well, for one, I wanted to take a break because I'm brick walling it, and then two, well, I fixed my sleep. I didn't want to stream it while my sleep schedule was so fucked that no one from like that was watching it could watch it. Pretty much what happened, it's really funny because like my circadian rhythm disorder, man, like I keep trying to gaslight myself into thinking it's not real or I'm like making it up or something. I don't know why I do this. Because I feel like it'd be easier to accept if it was like within my control, but it's so not. The whole meetup, I couldn't sleep, and then when I actually went home to sleep for myself, I couldn't fall asleep until like 1 p.m. You can't, there's no other explanation for that. The whole meetup, I was trying to go to bed earlier than that and I couldn't do it. There's only one reason that happens. There's no other way. And yet still I try to like gas on myself every time into thinking somehow it's in my control. It's not. But like, I just hate accepting something's not in my control. Meetup. Me and a bunch of friends get an Airbnb for New Year's every time. We go for like a week. Although I'm in trouble. Dude, I did something so stupid. And I actually cannot believe this happened now like 12 hours ago and I am in shock that I did this. Like actually. This is probably one of the worst mistakes I've ever made in my entire life. For some reason, I don't know why the fuck I did this. While cleaning the Airbnb, I didn't check the fridge. Somehow. So I'm catching a cleaning charge because I didn't fucking clean out the fridge. I have no words. I know. Honestly, it feels like I just ran a red light into oncoming traffic. Like, I can't even believe I'm the one who did that. What the fuck? It's just insane that, like, I cleaned everything else. I cleaned the dishes, whatever. But, wow, I didn't fucking clean out the fridge. That is insane to me. Epic move, dude. No.
But yeah, that was really bad. Was the rotting? No, nothing. Everything that was in the fridge was like prepackaged shit. Okay, it's not entirely my fault. I think it's one of those weird things where we all... Here's the thing. There's 4 of us cleaning at the ending, right? And I guess one of us assumed... I mean, it's not an excuse. This is entirely fucking on me. But I guess of the 4 of us, we all assumed that the fridge was clean. By one of us 4. And it just wasn't true. But, dude, the Airbnb host got so mad, they tried to hit us with every single possible charge you could ever hit with somebody. I had to contact fucking Airbnb support. Because they were... No, okay. I'm not going to get into all of it, but this was... I had to stay up so late last night. The host started tweaking out. I mean, I've never had a host talk to me like that in my entire fucking life, bro. Like, yes, I didn't clean out the fridge. That was my bad, and I owned up to that immediately. But the rest of the house was totally fucking clean. But no, they were tweaking out about like, oh, so you wanted that, blah, 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 blah. Like they were like verbally assaulting me in these fucking messages. I was like, holy shit! Like they started tweaking the fuck out. And so, okay, so the very first thing that we did when I booked the B&B is I said at the very start that I was booking for 11, but we didn't know how many people were actually going to come. So a few more people might be coming, and I asked if that was okay, and they did not respond to that. And then, so after all of this, because they were mad about it, they were like, I think we're going to try to hit you with the extra guest charge, even though they said nothing about it beforehand, which would have been $1,000, which is why I contacted Airbnb support immediately. And they're like, yeah, they can't just change... Like, they didn't object to it at the time. They can't just change fucking their meaning right now. Like, that's not how it works. And then they were taking photos around the house of us messing up the house. And it was like perfectly fucking spotless areas with like slightly unkempt sheets. And trying to claim that we owed all these fees because we didn't fucking like do all this shit. The sheets, they weren't perfectly folded or something, even though they had to get washed anyway. So I fought that charge too. Just tweaked out on us, bro. But it sucked because to some extent they're right, and I hated that. I hated that. I hate being in an argument where to some degree I am wrong, and I still have to argue the points where I'm not. Didn't like that one bit, because I did just straight up fucking miss the fridge. And I am absolutely prepared to pay a fee for that, because we missed the fridge. No argument there. The charge is not going to be that much in total. But the fridge was a non-issue, really. You just throw away the fucking food. Dude, can I say something? I hate when people who literally just fucking rent out a place get entitled about anything. Like, they were like, would you treat your own home like this? No, I'm fucking paying for a service, you dumb morons! What do you think I gave you $5,000 for? For fun? Fucking entitled fucking assholes, man. It's so stupid. Landlord behavior, bro. And they had the gall to be like, you didn't put things back where they started from. Like oh, sorry, I was supposed to take a photo of every single place to remember where everything was supposed to go originally. No, that's what the cleaners are for. That you said you hired at the start of the whole thing. You're gonna clean the stuff, like the sheets, and then put them back to where they originally belong. We don't know where they belong. You're trying to get fucking crazy with it, man. I'll be more careful going forward. Apparently we gotta be really fucking vigilant about it. And it's all just theater so they can extract more money from us, bro.
boomers entitled to everything, responsible for nothing. The fucking asshole generation. I fucking hate that. You know the average home buyer age is like 59? Up from 39 20 years ago. That's funny. I'm just so grateful time will eventually put an end to this whole fucking thing, man. I hate that generation. Boomers literally lived life on easy mode, and they fucking complain about everything all the time, like they didn't have the easiest fucking life of all time, bro. So annoying. They're just mad because they're old. That's the big grievance for them, the fact that they have to get old now, because they can't get everything they fucking want forever. What? Oh. Literally, they're such assholes. I mean, I could go on and on. They literally, that whole, like, fucking, like, weak men create hard times thing is true, bro. Like, World War II, incredibly difficult. We had to do a lot to bring our, well, I mean, we financially was benefited a lot from that, but FDR fixed this fucking country into a place where anyone could win, and then they benefited off of that, and now that it's their turn to do the same, they don't, because they deserve it or something, and so now Gen Z has nothing. They were at no point responsible for actually contributing to the system that made them so rich. It's so annoying. I'm telling today's time because we can eat whatever we want, have internet wherever we are. We can't afford homes, jackass. We own nothing. Maybe you do. Everyone's renting forever. The whole game revolves around having assets that then gain money. And they make it specifically hard for you to do that, so you have to rent forever and never gain any meaningful wealth into retirement. But sure, no, we can watch TV, so it's fine. At least we got that iPhone. You will own nothing and you'll be happy about it. Yeah. I has 2J, thank you for the 100 bits. Yay! Good ending. I'm glad to hear it. Hope your wrist is feeling better. Oops. They expect you to be the fucking people working, slaving away for their benefit forever, bro. God, I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I don't know how much an issue this is in other countries, but in America it's really bad. Dude, you know what it is? It's crazy, and like I mean this 100% seriously. It's crazy that a significant portion of the population has been brainwashed into believing that the people who fucking sit on money and do nothing all day are more valuable to society than the people doing real fucking jobs. The people who collect trash. The people who deliver mail. We treat those people as if they're fucking subhuman in this country, dude. Even though they're the ones, like, if your economic policy doesn't include people like that being able to afford like basic necessities, then we do not agree on what a country should be. I mean, it just doesn't make any, if you don't, like, it just doesn't make any sense at all. the people that are actually making this life possible, not fucking investors. Investors are just people who choose what they think will make the most money, not what will help the most people. Yeah, bubble. But one of the biggest, like, things that will instantly make me not like a person is if they treat service workers with disrespect. I have infinitely more respect for someone like that than anyone who's fucking into the economic sector. Literally. Okay, sorry, I kind of tweaked out a little bit there. That's funny. Sorry, I guess that the whole Airbnb thing made me upset maybe a little bit. I got a little impassioned, I guess.
What's up, Lance VC and Waffle Warrior?
I know. Oops. We're definitely better than yesterday, for sure. Pretty much immediately, I would say. We're doing this area, my preference is somewhere. I don't know if this level's underrated, it's just so fucking not my skill set. This Undertale song is definitely Asgore for me. It really is, dude. Dude, my thumb hurts every day. I went to the doctor, I got an x-ray, it's totally fine. I think I said that last year, I just can't believe it. It's in so much pain, you'd think there would be a reason. Well, I think there is a reason. I mean, just a bone... The bone not being fractured, it doesn't mean there's not a problem with my thumb. It just means I don't have a thumb fracture. I don't know, I'll get fixed at some point. Dude, I really do wish that I could work, like, a normal job at some point in my life. Not even like a normal, not even like specifically a service job, just literally I wish I could wake up at like a certain time every day. Because I feel like a bum. Like I would like to contribute to society in some sort of way. Maybe I can, but I can't. Like it's gotta be super hard the way I do it. Why can't I? Because I have a circadian rhythm disorder where for some reason unknown to me, when my body wants to go to bed, it moves by like an hour every week. And trying to ignore that almost killed me. For some reason. I tried to ignore it in college and just like push through. Nope. That did not work. I was getting 2 to 3 hours of sleep every night. And then it took longer and longer on my schoolwork, and then I created this like infinite fucking cycle. I don't feel an obligation to help the economic society. I feel an obligation to help my common man. If that makes sense. For that, I don't feel like content creation is actually that bad. I think that's one of the things I like about it the most when people say comments like, this really helped me with this and this. It makes you feel good. Like I'm doing something that actually helps somebody but I can't obviously do that forever. And whatever I want to do next, I want that to follow a similar vein where I'm helping people. I don't care about the fucking global economy or whatever. And I want to help people. But entertainment's very important. Meaningful entertainment, I suppose. But I think if I wasn't like doing something that I thought was helping people, I'd definitely fall in like a big depression. I think that's since birth. Yeah. Well, I mean, I wasn't diagnosed for a long time, but it's been with me as long as I can remember. I just didn't realize that's what it was. So many nights in my life, I would just get up and slowly try to sneak downstairs because I was bored and my parents caught me. They'd make me go back to bed. But this is literally even when I was like a very small kid. But I didn't know at the time. I thought it was like a night owl or something kind of. I would lie in bed for hours and hours and hours and hours and just not sleep. So I tried to go downstairs just to do something that wasn't lying in bed. Especially because I had me and my brother slept in the same room for a very long time. I couldn't just like chillax. Like I felt like, I don't know, you can't really fully kick back and relax with someone in a room with you, you know what I mean? So I tried to sneak downstairs into the living room so that I could like be by myself. Sometimes my parents would catch me. When I was really young, my solution to this problem is just waking my mom up. Well, I was a bit of an asshole, I guess. Well, she didn't like stop me from doing it. But I got to an age very fast where I realized I should not be doing that to my mom. But occasionally I would just lie in bed for hours and I get bored, so I'd just wake my mom and be like, talk to me, what's up? What's going on? And then do that. And then I realized my mom, works a job and she needs sleep in order to work the job, so I stopped doing that. And that's when I started sneaking downstairs. I was really young. I don't know. Like, I don't know what age this was, but very young when I was like my mom for that reason. No. But anyway, so I would sneak downstairs. My parents would sometimes catch me, reprimand me, tell me to go to bed, and I would. So with school, I would usually just get very little sleep, and that was fine when I was like a kid. But as I started to get older, I would say when I got to like 16 years old, it was too much to bear for my body, and I just started like sleeping through classes. It really started to get to a point where I just couldn't handle it anymore, and so I just started falling asleep without and then it got worse and worse every year of high school, and then I tried to do that same shit in college and it did not fly. In puberty, you need a lot of sleep, and it was just not. I wasn't getting it. I fell into a really large depression pretty much immediately because I wasn't sleeping. And I should have at that point figured out I had circadian rhythm disorder, but I've always been a really kind of intense person. So I never like to assume that any problem is my fault, if that makes sense. Or not my fault. Like, I assume every problem is something that I can fix. Way before I ever consider, getting a diagnosis for anything. That's why I didn't get an autism diagnosis until I was much older, because for a long time I was just like, I'm just a bum who can't speak, I should just learn how to speak. So I just aggressively watched sitcoms all day long to learn how to speak. Instead of going another way and thinking, maybe I have a condition that is preventing me from doing this. I went a whole different way about it. That's why I keep saying Bazinga. No, I didn't like, what show is that? Big Bang Theory. I didn't like, I didn't like most of the characters. I watched a lot of Simpsons, especially the early seasons. I watched a lot. Like, I watched them like front to back many times. The early seasons. You get your screen tear. It's like usually I do have a you have a 4070. I think you need to go into the NVIDIA control panel and either turn on like VSync fast sync maybe. Could be useful. Mess with the VSync setting in NVIDIA control panel until you find the one that makes it stop doing that. It's usually the issue. I definitely did not relate to Sheldon. I thought Sheldon was a bit of an asshat. I think it's like that meme where it's like getting mad at someone who's 1% more autistic than you. That was that meme for me. I thought he was an asshole who was inconsiderate. And I was probably doing a lot of the same shit, but not in that way. I didn't like watching him. The genius autism stereotype is really damaging, I think, for us, because I don't know, it's not really... Well, it can happen, I guess, but it's not ever, like, true. Autism can very frequently make you a genius at something, and of that, you know what I mean? Like, at one thing. And it's usually useless. I can read faster than you and anyone you will ever meet, almost guaranteed. I would bet thousands of dollars that I can read faster than anybody in the set. That is like my skill. That is what I do. I don't know why that's what I do only. It's not like a super useful one. But I suspect it's the reason why I was just so strong on like standardized tests as a kid. The Good Doctor. Is there good autism representation in a show? Dude, I don't think it's meant to be this way, necessarily, but there's this character in a show called Brooklyn Nine-Nine called Captain Holt, and I actually thought it was pretty good. Like, I don't know, like, I really like Captain Holt, specifically. I would like watch that show to see what Captain Holt did. Like, he was one of my favorite characters ever, bro. I love that fucker, man. What, Abed? I watched Community too. I thought Community was really good as well. Abed's pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. There's a Captain Holt does, like, I wouldn't say it's like autism representation necessarily, but there's a lot of traits that I see that I'm like, yeah, I feel that. I don't know if it makes any fucking sense. No, I don't think Moving Theory is good autism rep. Which I think in my opinion, at the level that Sheldon would be at, he's still a fucking asshole. Like, it's not far enough on the spectrum to be acting like that without just being an asshole. If that makes any sense. Yeah, no, I really like Captain Holt. Yeah. I binged Community when I was, not Community, Brooklyn Nine-Nine when I was sick, I think. I don't remember what I had. It was not good whatever I had though, so I just watched like all of it, like pretty much immediately. So my memory on this kind of like hazy also. I remember my parents used to watch it, and I watched a little bit and I thought it was funny, and then so I watched it later on my own time. That was pretty good. Excuse me. And my favorite sitcom is a show called Arrested Development, though. I don't know, the characters is really, really funny in that show. I don't even, does that count as a, it is a sitcom, I guess. I don't know what counts. I watched a lot of Modern Family growing up. I actually didn't think it was that bad. At least in comparison to the other shows at the time, I thought Modern Family was actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know like what the consensus on that show is. I thought it was like at least like a 6.5 out of 10 though. I really did not mind watching it. I'm trying to think. Yeah, there's not like many standout sitcoms. Although I do recommend watching Arrested Development. It's really fucking funny. I like it. Yeah, what's even like popular sitcoms right now? Are we still in like the whole like content recycling period where we never have anything new for decades? I didn't watch much Family Guy. For whatever reason. Smiling Friends. Yeah, I watched a good bit of that at the meetup. It's pretty good. I think one of my favorite episodes is the one where they go on vacation, but they can't book a hotel, and the whole fucking episode is them just like arguing in the airport about it. I thought that was fun to watch. Really? That's how we're gonna do? Okay. Oh, the Inspector one's really good, yeah. That's where the clip comes from. This song eventually get annoying. I've already kind of tuned it out. It's not really annoying. I don't think it will get annoying, honestly. When do you click there, bro? Mama. I think the thing about AI art, giant fucking art faces, you know what I mean? Is like, it's gonna be unavoidable in daily life, but when I think about the actual content that I consume, I don't consume any content really that would be made by people who would use AI anyway. So I guess it really just doesn't matter that much for me specifically. It sucks, but I was never gonna watch whatever the fuck. Like the people making like movies, for example, that would use AI. I was already not gonna watch their fucking stupid movie anyway. I think the anti-AI sentiment is enough that like the shit that will actually be good will always avoid it. So. Oh, no. I'm only saying for my sake specifically. It is terrible for the fucking everything industry. For an uncountable amount of reasons. Oops. Yeah. No, I do think a good chunk of people are against AI. But I've talked to a lot of like random people. I don't know. Sometimes I'm down about, and the sentiment's pretty large. I'm also in a pretty left-leaning area though. No! No. But this ship is fucking crazy. You know what's crazy? It's gonna be incredibly isolating in maybe 20 years to be knowledgeable about anything at all. Like, the vast majority of the population will have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Because they just cheated through all of school and know nothing. That'd be cool. No. At least we have our generation, y'all. Well, for the parts that we actually have, I suppose. Yeah, a lot of it is social, yeah. If everyone around you is using it to, like, get out of doing hard work, you're more inclined to do that as well. Just because, well, that's how it works. Monkey see, monkey do. That's how it goes. My wave carried? Absolutely the fuck not! Fucking hate this game mode, bro. We're all kind of, to some extent, some less than others obviously, but we're all kind of victims of monkey see, monkey do. Psychologically, that is. Like, for example, like when someone beats a really hard level and we all thought it was impossible, now our brains have been retrained to think about that level in a different way, in which we can see a path where it's humanly beatable. That is still, to some extent, that concept. Other people doing things changes your perception of something. I think it's the general sentiment of that phrase. That's how? Nice. Very good. Bandwagon effect. I don't understand how people become alcoholics. I really don't. As someone who likes drinking, like, when I wake up the morning after drinking, usually one of my first 5 thoughts for that day is, I am fucking never touching that bottle again for at least, like, a month. Like, looking at it makes me sick. I don't understand how people... I guess it's like a thing... I don't understand. I actually don't. Yeah, some people are, I guess, just more predisposed to it. And then for me, it's like a ritual. Like when I wake up the next morning, I see that like open bottle of Tito's, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like it's like fucking, I don't know. It's so gross in that moment. It is kind of fucked up that one of the only third spaces that actually exists that encourages you to meet new people involves alcohol. But I guess it is the social lubricant, I guess. Most sort of third spaces are for, like, if you already have friends, you go there and do it. I don't really like alcohol by itself. It's just kind of boring. It needs some help. And then when it gets that help, then it's really nice. But by itself, it doesn't do anything for me, really. I don't know. Ugh. The problem with the help also is it also dries out your system as well as the alcohol. And so the next day you just feel like a fucking arid... You feel like the Sahara Desert if it was a person. Not ketamine, no. I'm talking about weed. Mary J. It fucks up your bladder, I've heard. Don't need that. I can think of... That's like one of the last organs you ever want to get fucked up, I think. Again, maybe it's not that life-threatening, per se, but that is not an organ you want to get fucked up. Just plain and simple. Yeah, this one's got a lot of parts. I don't think alcohol tastes awful at all. That's a difference I have. Dude, Moscow Mule is maybe my favorite drink of all time. It's so good. It's definitely just a taste thing, though. Like, some people like alcohol, some people don't. Like the taste of it. I think alcohol tastes fucking lit. Well, if you're doing shots, maybe, but I like how most alcohol tastes. Like, I like that, like, burning kick. For the same reason I like it's like for the same reason someone would like spicy food, I feel like. I don't know. I don't think it's that crazy. I mean, it kind of makes sense when you think about who I am, though. I don't like things that are that sweet. I like pretty much everything else. The problem I have with almost every drink that exists is it's too sweet. And while some mixed drinks are super sweet, most alcohol drinks, at least the ones that I like, are not that sweet. And I like that. I hate sweetness. The only sweet drink that I like is lemonade. And even then, I mean, that's more like a acidic sour thing, kind of. but it is still really sweet. It depends on how much sugar they add in it. I like less sugar. No, because a lot of cocktails are just too sweet for me. Again, I really like the Moscow Mule. That is my drink of choice if I'm drinking out. I don't like coffee. I don't know why. I woke up at 4. An improvement from 1 or whatever the past 2 days have been. Damn it. I don't know. No, there's some foods you just like out the get-go. Like, I've never disliked how alcohol tastes, for example. I like... No, most foods I really like. I've heard coffee... I don't know. I've never actually had it. If you could believe that. Am I AI? I could be AI. I guess it wouldn't surprise me that much. But if you have ADHD, coffee's probably not gonna work for you. That's just how it goes. Is this live? Yeah. This is live. We're live on my show. How old am I? I'm 23. I'm gonna be 24 this year. I'm 36? Stop! You're 36! What do you mean, bro? Yeah, if I'm 36, you're 99. You're gonna level up, or you're gonna prestige. Is dying actually prestiging? Well, that's what Buddhism thinks, right? But I'm not a Buddhist. I don't believe in that sort of thing. Harrell Mob Farm. Dude, there's experience in my ME system, and I don't know how to get it out because it's not like a fluid. Like, it is a fluid, but it's not a fluid that you can pour into a tank. So how the fuck do I get the experience out of the... XP equals nutrients. Marley, fuck you, by the way. When you killed me, I was level 267, I think. I think that was what level I was when you killed me when we were fighting the fucking nothing. And now I'm level like 20. It's because I broke my unearther setup, and the fucking furnace kept all the experience the entire time. Oh wait, you're right. I forgot about that. I did use the sword. Pantry? What is RL craft? Real life craft. It's the worst mod pack ever. It sucks. No, I'm not gonna play it then. I'm getting mixed reviews in the chat right now. Shut the fuck up, Matt. Now one day it's all gonna boil over. And it'll be like when Yosemite explodes. It'll be like that. Just think about that. Arnold Cliff makes every vanilla Minecraft step take 300 extra hours. That sounds fucking monotonous and stupid. I was so close to making a draconium chicken, but I fucking fell asleep trying to make a burger, which is necessary for that because of a reason I don't know. But it's true, you need a burger. I was so close, but I was so tired. I can't. Where do you get onions? How do you get onions? The information tab for onions is like, you can find these in arid savanna plateaus. Like, we're not in a fucking stone block. That's the name of the mod pack. I don't fucking. What do you mean? Oops. I'm crooking sand. Was that true? I thought I didn't see the recipe, but I was also really tired. There's a good chance I just straight up missed it when trying to figure it out. Okay, so it's not that bad then. How about tomato? Can you get that from the crook also? Because then I'm done. You can just do that. It's easy. Alright, well, I'll do that when I get on then. Because I have everything else. It's necessary. When it's a cheese room. Dude, how are you supposed to get consistent at this level? What the fuck? Like, right? Like, how would you do that? Or just boss up, maybe. Come on. Come on! Is it difficulty swap? Dude, I know, I can't fucking do it. It's so hard for me to do this. Especially this wave is just fucking insane. Oh no. Get on it. Oops. Zig. Oh my god! What the fuck? Dude, a gigantic clump of hair just fell out of my hair, I guess. I did comb it, I guess, so I guess that was just like the after effect. After Effects? Oh, Adobe? That is the thing with having long hair. Sometimes you just kind of get like hairballs. Especially when you have really thick long hair. Yeah, but cats are fucking stupid idiots. They lick it and then they have to throw up hairballs because they're stupid. Yeah, I shed a lot of hair every time I shower. For some reason. Well, not for some reason. There's a very clear reason. I think I'm going bald? No. I don't think I'll ever go bald. I have my dad's hair and he's still got a full set of hair. At like 50, so. I think we're good. Actually, I just kind of like both my mom and my dad have really good hair, so I think I'm just less in the hair world department. Yeah, probably. No. Why not? How am I doing?
I'm doing pretty good. My thumb is hurting though, still.
Ugh. I'm so sick of this pain. I'd be having such a nice time if it wasn't my stupid thumb all day. No doubt, get on it. Like when I look, like if I record a video. Well, I know I did this where like we looked at I did like a hand cam once while playing, and my thumb looked totally normal. So I'm not even like, and I don't feel like I'm tensing it when I play either. So I don't know. It's a mystery to all except for those who know it. I don't know, I'm working with my doctor to try to figure it out. Cool, it'll get solved. But yeah, no, playing through this mod pack has definitely made me want to play more mod in the future. I think after Stoneblock, I'll take a break, but I might be down to do another one after this. Maybe one where we actually like have a place to explore, although that's much harder lag-wise, obviously. I'm not playing vanilla ever. I never liked vanilla survival that much. Well, I liked it like the first few times I played it, but then I was bored of it. Yeah, I wish I played more of all the mods 10 during the summertime, but I just see too much other stuff going on, so it didn't feel like. It just feels like because we're playing on like a server, pretty much any server that we should play should be like a sky block or a stone block or something where like it's not like actually finding stuff. I have no idea. I haven't dueled you in months, I think. Good morning. I just really like tech mods. I think they're fun. I'm so unmatched with mods. I did all of Apotheosis last night. It was pretty fun, I guess. I prefer tech mods. I think they're cool. The problem with tech mods for me is like I just didn't understand them before. Now I'm starting to understand them a little bit more. They just have kind of a learning curve to them, I feel like. Like now that I officially like fully understand AE2, it's so fun. Because you can like problem solve backwards to figure out how to automate pretty much any item. Like I really needed a lot of books for Apotheosis. And I found that you can make paper with sawmill dust, and then you can just make like a mechanism sawmill, and then you can automate wood essence to turn into wood, which then you can use the sawmill on to make the dust, which makes the paper, which then can make the book, which is really cool. I like solving that like little puzzle, and you can like solve everything. Oh, you can solve a lot of puzzles in that way. I think it's really cool. Yeah, the oak chicken makes wood essence. The seashells were so annoying. I hated fucking fishing. It takes so long to get a pufferfish. No, but I've thought about it. Doing that. Oh yeah, I have 47 now. Oh. I'll change it. Did I change my password? I did! Because I got bored of not knowing it. I'll fix it after soon. Pretty much my security protocol from this moment on is I've made it really fucking hard to get into my Gmail, but then every other thing I'm less serious about, because as long as I have my Gmail, it's fine. I mean, everything is still like 2FA with my phone and everything, so it's pretty hard to crack anyway, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I've not actually done like any mechanism reactors or anything. I'll probably figure out power later. Like later today, probably, because like I've got no power. I got no power. Dude, oh, that UFO sucks. Just because the spikes are like invisible, which kind of blows. Finding this all fun, it's okay. It's not really my thing. It's too straightforward for me. Maybe it's not that it's too straightforward, it's that, like, because I don't actually mind levels that are super straightforward. Like, technically Oblivion is super straightforward, for example, and I like that level. It's just, like, I don't find... There's not a lot of nuance to it. That's the problem. Which is kind of boring when there's like nothing really to do except just kind of sit around until it happens. Well, there are. This is 90 on the list. Sumerian shade after this? No. I'm good off that. Okay, well, okay, so let's actually, like, there's one thing that is nuanced, and I'm, like, kind of glossing over it because I'm not caring about it, but I don't understand how to do this UFO at all, if that wasn't clear, because I pass it, like, what, 5% of the time or something? It's weirdly super difficult. So, okay. So this is straightforward. You just don't, you want to hit this not immediately is the only really key thing here, I think. Like in the middle of that, and then late on that. I think that should work. Yeah. The third one is so annoying on that one. Of those 3 clicks, that's the hardest one. Because it has like an exit condition. I don't know, this level's not that fun. I don't really like it that much. But there's like no reason to dislike it. It's just not really doing it for me. If that makes sense. Like I feel like it's more fun to watch than to play. Like honestly, none of this strikes me as particularly satisfying. It's not bad at all. Don't get me wrong. It's totally fine, but it's not. It's like doing this wave is not satisfying. Yeah, just chose something that I feel like it would help my skull. XQC, yeah, XQC would do a pretty good job on this level, I feel like. What is it? How do you pronounce that word? Quebecois, I want to say. I don't know. I don't know any like French close enough. Okay. Dude, today's connections was so shit. Do not do today's connections. It's so bad. It's so bad. I came up with so many like categories that totally should have worked that just didn't work. There were so many things that were only true about 4 words and they just weren't it. It's the Murr incident. That was pretty bad. Yeah, that, in my opinion, could have been one or the other. Purple's the only one I got. Because it was the easiest one. I don't know why it was purple. I assume we're thinking the same thing there. I was wrong because it's bullshit. If you ask me. It's like the region, I think. I don't know. But the other one I've heard way more than that, I'll tell you that much. I want to get this one. But I don't know. It's like should be my main priority.
It shouldn't be because I need...
They get better at this pre-drop. IMO. Such a choke point that wave, dude. Dude, yeah. If you have like a certain like pronunciation of what you're doing in your head, sometimes you'll just miss an obvious fucking word. Like I remember once the word was watch, and I had ATCH, and I just wasn't pronouncing the words I was making like watch. I was doing like H. And so I typed wait into my thing, and I was like, that's not a word, so I didn't put it in, because I wasn't thinking about watch. The pronunciation can fuck you up sometimes, I feel like. That spelling of ATCH can be pronounced a whole different many ways, huh? Like you don't say watch and patch the same way at all. Match. I guess you kind of do, but there's like a subtle nuance to it. Batch, watch. How do you learn 100 MS PvP again? Alright, so the key about fighting 100 MS is they're literally cheating. So don't try to win on knockback. You won't, you'll get launched. Remember that if you're fighting someone who has 100 MS, they hits register after you. So you want to just crit and block. You want to make it a damage thing where you get last hit, pretty much. Whereas when I fight low ping, it's about momentum. High ping, it's not even... Literally high ping is just about doing more damage. You're not going to combo. Don't let yourself get comboed. I am talking about MC. I hate when high pingers have an ego, like they don't have the easiest fucking job of all time. I've played on high ping before. It's so easy. You just fucking launch everybody immediately. Especially when you're unstable high ping, like, oh yeah, you're a real player, bro. You definitely take it seriously. One of the reasons why, well, not one of the reasons why I stopped playing the game. One of the reasons why I stopped interacting with a lot of people in the chat. Like when I'm fighting someone who's 240 MS, I don't argue with them about it. I just keep it pushing. Like I'm not gonna do it again, and then I don't do it again. It wouldn't be that bad if the server was configured like shit. They configured the server so if you get any hit client side, it goes through eventually. So people with 200 MS can hit you from like fucking 8 blocks away. Which is just like not impossible to bypass against. It's stupid. You get hit to 100,000 blocks. Does that have advantages? I do hate people typing. I hate fighting people typing. And then I hate when they act like their life is impossible because of it, because it's not at all. A 1,000 MS would be... Well, people just wouldn't play you, because you just walk through everybody and score every time, probably. Like, everyone... There's some line in the sand where your ping is so high that people won't do it. I just don't know where it is. It's not about poor, it's about how close you are to, like, fucking New York City. I guess. Why do I always hold that click so much? It's so, like... We were talking about ping. Ping. For some reason, I just love holding that click into that spike. I just don't even, like, notice that spike is happening to me. I don't know why. Like, you can go really far down here before you click. Ping is your connection to the server, like when your packets. So when you click on someone in Minecraft, you send a packet to the server, or you're sending packets, I guess, plural, to the server about what you're doing, your location, everything, and then that gets sent to the server, and then the server reflects that action, and so then in the game that event happens. So if you click on someone with 200 MS, and for example, the server has no sort of protection against like lag, for instance, which is the same thing as this, I guess. You click on someone, no matter how you click on someone, and they are within 3 blocks of you at that moment, right? And then it goes to the server, and so then like 200 milliseconds later, then that hit registers, no matter where the player is then. And so that can result in people getting hit from on their screen like 8 blocks away. And so because everything is so delayed, what ends up happening is, like, say 2 people are like spam clicking each other really fast, and those hits have to do knockback, right? The thing is, your packets, when someone hits you, right, that packet has to get to you as well. Like when someone hits you, let's say I'm 5 MS and the other person's 200 MS. When I hit you, 5 MS hits you, the server gets my packet instantly, but then it has to send it to the 200 MS player's client for that to register. So if we're both running at each other and spam clicking, what's going to happen is my hit's going to register, but it's not going to do knockback for a very long time. And that whole time, the other player is hitting me while I'm in range, sending packets to the server. So what ends up happening is the 200 MS player basically just stays in place as I get fucking launched. Because all those hits from when he was in range of me, which should not have been, were registering that whole time. If that makes any sense.
One of the reasons it's so annoying is because basically when you're fighting someone with 200 MS, you're watching their shadow. You're not watching where they actually are, you're watching where they used to be, but that's still where you have to click in order to register a hit on them. Which is just as finicky as it sounds. Well, I never had high ping, I had like 50 MS, not 250 MS. And I was right in saying that. It's so easy on my ping to beat 50 MS. I literally spam click and I win, because my hits register faster and they don't spend long enough. Like, knockback, it's still too short for them to actually meaningfully do anything about it. So I'm pretty much on 5 ping, I pretty much melt anyone who's like 80 ping or below, pretty much. Which is why I don't play on high ping, because it's still more useful to melt everyone on that range, which is a much larger range than it is to go to high MS to... Going to high MS is only really good at countering high MS. It's really hard to counter on low ping.
Yeah, pretty much exactly that, man. But obviously, no one would play you on that thing. Oh yeah, no, this is definitely a wave level. These are waves you find in like a top 50, I feel like. But the rest of them is like easy outside of it. I also used to think I was wave carried for some fucking reason. Now it's definitely my worst game by so many orders of magnitude. It's not even funny. Like it's so much. I woke up at 4 a.m. So I'm up early. I need to get back on my Japanese studies, man. It's so hard, man. Like, I'm just such a man of routine. It was my routine to do Japanese, and right now it's not. I need to break out of that habit to go back to what I was doing.
It's very much like it's happening or it's not happening. It needs to happening again.
How many reviews do I have? Like, I don't know, like 500. I turned off tip for when this, because I was going on vacation. If I didn't turn on vacation mode, I'd be fucked. But there's a vacation mode you can turn on for when you're not doing it, so that you don't get like fucking 25,000 reviews or whatever that I would get. Because otherwise, I would literally probably have maybe 5,000 in review. Like, not even a joke. Yeah, because you're pretty much you're done with that world now. World complete. Yeah, I'll make sure to log in on Nightbot before the next stream. I apologize. Yeah, I'm so bad at this fucking gameplay. Alright, I guess we'll play somewhere else because I just can't do it right now. I don't know, it just feels like my wave skill is not good enough for me to like do this consistently for 2 hours. If that makes any sense. Deimos, let's try it. How far do you think I can get in a run from the drop? You know, my brain to go somewhere else for a second. Deimos stream 40. No. I'll not play it long enough for that to count. The colors are so washed out in comparison to Blood Echo. No. That'd be fun. Stop, dude. If I was wave carry, but you're basically saying, imagine how good you'd be if you were good. Like, I'm sorry. A lot of people say this is cope. If you're bad at wave, you're bad at GD. Like, you're just fucking dog shit at the game, realistically. It's like saying you're like a tech player in OC Standard. Like, just say you can't stream fast and you're dog shit. Like, realistically. Yes, it is. I don't mean to be an asshole. Oh yeah, I can't do. I made this one. It's too hard for me to beat it though. I moved both the structures in my one really hard. I mean, my best is like 50. Is this possible? I mean, it's like you could fit through it. Whether or not I actually will ever fit through it is a mystery. No, 42. That's pretty far in, actually. This is how it used to feel as a kid. That's what's up there. I didn't get wrecked right there. Bro thought he could find a secret way. I was hoping I just like magically on stream be the one, but no. Now, I'm trying to get serious, but like this level's weird. Like, I think I'm just bad at the game. I guess I can't like lock in on it in like a meaningful way. Why? What is stopping me? But no, yeah, I do legitimately think that if Wave is your worst game mode, then you're not good at the game. I do think that. Or like your passion player. That's the only reason. You know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely a passion player. I'm definitely not like a skilled, talented guy. Like, why? It's so hard to, like, this ball's like the hardest part of the level right now. Even though it's so easy, like, it's just not doable for some unknown reason. Can I back that up with anything logical? Yeah, Wave is by far the most, like, you hold and release. It is the most precise game mode in the entire game. If you can't do it, it means that your precision is shit, and that's what matters in, you know, one button game. Well, yeah, when star grinding is game mode, but if you're bad at it when playing it your hardest, I do think that Wave is the most precise, most straightforward gameplay. Because well, the other game modes, you can cheat. You can just come up with like a strategy where you can beat it anyway. That's what I do. You can't out-strategize the Wave. I got to the second drop of Deimos in like fucking like 20 streams or something, and then died the Wave 11 times because I'm not good. I'm just really fucking good at coming up with ways to bullshit levels. I just know what a level needs. But you can't, Wave doesn't care about that. Especially not a Wave like that. Well, of course not. I mean, it's a core part of the game. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like, it's not like... It's not a metric of skill. That's a metric of good game sense. If you have to employ significant game sense to beat a level, you're dog shit. Like, I guarantee the top players don't even think about that shit. Like, do you think Popov thinks about each individual timing really carefully? No, he just does it. He just does the fucking timing. He sees the timing and he does it. I have to resort to coming up with all these strategies and, like, calculations and shit. The good players do that without even thinking about it. They're not even... It's all subconscious. That's talent. No! I don't understand that. Like, it seems like it should be so easy, but that's like the hardest, like, wave thing in this, the drop area. It's so odd, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, I think for Boobalamba, I don't, even if they're pop off, you still have to do it, I think. But yeah, I don't think you have to do that for most levels. I mean, Boobalamba, you literally can't see the gameplay, so you have to come up with a meaningful strategy. You can't just do the timing. The reason why, and I think this is a real phenomenon for many people, the reason why you're better on the first few days than you are the next few days is because your brain, it's like a new thing, it's novel, so your brain is putting more attention to it. Once it starts to become routine and standard, you start to lose a bit of that edge that you started with when you were initially playing the level. Your clicks just aren't quite as sharp as they were when you were first learning it. Well, I do think it is a feature of ADHD. I think it is a completely normal thing that happens to every single person who plays the game to some extent. Yeah. I'm low-key the strategizer, bro. Like, I think extremely hard about what I'm doing. Like one of the reasons why I'm so fast at like racing levels and learning levels is because I just have so many like tools in my toolbox for how to make a thing consistent. I'm really good at that. And that's why I'm able to learn levels so fast. But I'm just shit at the game. I'm so bad. No one will ever believe me. Literally no one will ever believe me, but I'm so... But you want to know what? One of the reasons I've gotten better lately is because I found even more tools. Like, dude, Ordinary, I was actually a fucking, like, flying super god, man. I came up with so many good, functional strategies. I felt so fucking intelligent playing Ordinary, bro. I came up with so many great ideas on how to do it, and it worked. There's actually W plays. I'm so happy with how I played Ordinary. Oops. No, the problem is the wave is the part where I can't use my tools. Dude, this... Hold on, let me show you probably my favorite strat that I came up with over the course of Ordinary, or like the most useful for me. I've never done this what I'm about to do before, and it was so... This is... I don't know if this will ever be applied again in the way that I did it. Where's the mother go? Okay, so this click over here is super challenging, right? So the way I did it is because this is like this is like a central point that you can focus on. This timing, you can't really use any visual indicators. So I drew like a line from this timing and then moved it up like a quarter step. And then that's where I click this. And that's how I did that timing. And once I did that, I never died there ever again. It was so... Like, there's so much you can do in this game, bro. When you actually fucking find a way to do it. It was fucking awesome, dude. But you have to use visual cues from before sometimes, is what I'm learning. I drew like a slightly slanted line in my head to do it. Oops. Audio for clicks is impossible. I pretty much only use visual cues. And I mean, I use visual cues for everything. But that was an advanced find. I only don't use audio cues because that's just not how I learn the game. I didn't play GD with my headphones on for the longest time because I didn't want to disturb my parents, so I was always listening in to see if they would approach me when I was getting good at the game. So I just never had my headphones on. No, I can't see that spike, man. Like, I guess I should probably put a third position there. I really don't like that spike. I just don't know where it is. Let me place another star position there. It's kind of stupid to place one there, but like, I don't know. It's not working for me, so. Damn, man. That sucks. I think I'm half speed here. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm 3 times speed here, actually. Eight times speed. But yeah, I wasn't like allowed to. So okay, let me really try to. Yeah, this subdivision sucks. But whatever, it works kind of. Does it? That spike is just so dumb. But you can see it. This sucks one. There's gotta be a better way for this. I think I could just place it over here. I don't think I need to ramp up. I'm planning on leaving GD. Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gone, bitch. We're out. Yeah, the problem is like, oh, you just, okay, so I can't really see it, but I can see the other slopes except for one. Yeah, Dawn is such a fun experience, like, to play through it. Until the ending. It feels like a weird salad bowl. We talked about it yesterday. It's Deimos and Slaughterhouse. Well, I didn't come up with it. It's still someone else saying that. I guess Death Corridor also has a big part in it. slamos. Although I don't know, the gameplay is very much like Deimos plus Slaughterhouse to me. I'm not fucking, dude. I'm never ever playing Slaughterhouse from Zero. I do want to do. I do want to do Drop to Honor just to do it, but no way am I ever playing it. Oh, well, I guess you can hit that spike. Yeah, I've done it a few times now. Come on, dude. What are you doing? But yeah, I don't know. I use visual cues for everything, but lately I've gotten a lot better at finding better ones. Like, I think, I don't even think, I think this level's harder than Ordinary, probably, honestly. And I think with Ordinary, you can just outgame it so hard. This is just bullshit. Like, there's nothing you can do about this. I probably already have more attempts on this than I have in Ordinary anyway. If I had to guess. This is just skill swap, yeah. I'm like 400 attempts away from having more attempts in this than... No, Ordinary is not harder than Oblivion. Well, 2.1 Oblivion is a lot harder than 2.2 Oblivion. It for some reason it got like Acheron. So it's kind of hard to say where Oblivion is, I think. Pre-patch Oblivion. Yeah, I genuinely have no idea why Ordinary is so high on the list. I think I beat Sand Sailor in more attempts than that. It's not even hard. Like, there's nothing hard about Ordinary whatsoever. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like the one ball timing that sucks, but the rest of it's like totally fine. How many streams do I have? I don't know, like 60 maybe? I don't remember. Most extreme I've done videos on, then everything else is like entry streams. And like Gustavo Fring. Which happened, but I have no proof of it. I did not think it was worth recording it. You all know that tale. I'm actually so ship carried, it's funny. Most ship carried player of all time, maybe. I don't know why I jumped there. Paroxysm, that's another one. I think those are the only like 2 hard ones that I've not recorded. Unless I can't think of anything. I don't know. It's because Ship is an easy fucking game mode. Like, what is so hard about it? Ship is so nuance heavy. The more nuance something has, the better I'm gonna be at it, I think. Ugh. I don't click very fast and shit, but I don't think I click particularly slow either. I've seen a lot of people who click way more honest and shit. What does honest mean in this case? No. I don't trust the wave game mode. It's bad. It's bad game mode. Silent Club Plus. And that one just like super spam. Has WizKid been active? I feel like I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know. Well, I guess I probably haven't been looking. Tower of Wiggle Core? That sounds like some Roblox shit. Is that our GD level or is that Roblox? If I actually did a sleep schedule resetting shit, which I obviously won't do because I reset it in a more real way that doesn't suck, I was gonna try the Tower somehow. I thought it might be fun to do it like fucking like 11 a.m. or something. But that didn't obviously happen. We've been talking about Roblox for the past 10 minutes. Sorry, I've been trying to lock in a bit more on this level so I can get somewhere, but it's not really working. If you haven't found that part out yet. This is really tough for me, this level is. The deep cuts. It's always fun to play like the first few stages of a really hard game like that. Because you know it gets like super hard later. It's like playing the first few stages of Monkey Ball. It's like Rolling Green Hill World. Oblivion's super difficult. Oblivion made me way better at the game because I stopped... Like, I got way better at nuance grinding from Oblivion. Grinding is difficult, not because of the time you need to allot to it, but because you need to actually care when you are trying. Showing up for 2 hours is easy. Trying for 2 hours, much different story. I would say most streams I fail to do that. Well, it's dubious whether or not that's my goal. It depends on how much I feel like talking and how much I feel like playing, so it's not really fair to say that, but you know what I mean. There's been times where I shut up to the stream expecting them to like lock in and I just can't do it. I fucking knew I was gonna die of that Mickey Mouse ass wave, bro. I don't know what makes it Mickey Mouse exactly, but that's the impression I get from it. I think it's like the fucking creatures at the bottom. What? There's no creatures at the bottom. I thought there was like, I thought those spikes, I thought those saws on the bottom when I was looking at the front of my eye, but there's like 2.0 monsters or something. don't know if you know the ones I'm talking about. Dude, damn it. 70's pretty good though, I guess. It's kind of hard to see what you do this wave as. I feel like this level is not a level you would ever get nerves on. At least that's my experience with that just now. It's kind of hard to... no, but this wave is kind of hard still because you can't really see very clearly where you need to go, I feel like. At least I kind of struggle with it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you would feel nerves on a level like this. I can't even... I'm pretty sure my heart rate did not go up by a single BPM. And obviously, I feel like the ways where you just dot are way easier when you need to do them because that's more like you have like a bit more power. I feel like. If that makes any sense. This wave is kind of harder than I thought it was, honestly. Like, thinking about it from like a consistency perspective, not that simple, I feel like. Yeah, they're a bit easier. Like, I didn't feel like I was really at risk of dying to the one at like 50, although I probably will die there more in the future, but like, when I got there, it didn't feel like that crazy to pass it, you know? It was just like... I don't know, it tracked. Yeah, click consistency's always been... I was always jealous of John Tech, because whenever we would, like, because obviously, you know, when we played GD every day in calls, so we try to like race each other on levels and like challenges, and anytime there was like a consistency challenge, I get smoked. I feel like that's saying it nicely. I got actually, like, he would do something in 10 seconds that would take me 4 hours to beat after he did it. Something that kind of helps with these waves, like the consistency waves, is like to... I don't know how to describe what I'm about to say. But you want to like look very intently at the first click you do, like that one right there, and then just do that 3 more times. I don't know if that makes any fucking sense whatsoever. Like it's like you treat it as like a 1 and then the block instead of just duh. Instead of duh, it's duh. I don't know. Alright, well, I don't really feel like playing this anymore. 70% is pretty good. I guess... I don't know if I'm... I think I'm still a while from beating it, but... good progress. We will see what tomorrow is like. I wish my thumb would stop hurting, but... What are you gonna do? La 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 la. I'll fix the nightbound thing now. Okay, I'll be live tomorrow, and maybe we will get... I don't think we'll get back to 70, but we might. I could see it happening. So make sure to stick around for that tomorrow. And have a good rest of your day, guys. Take care.